Hey guys, Momo's here with another New World video, and today we're going to go over a couple of the updates that New World has given us over the last few days since launch due to all of these server issues and swamp servers, huge queues, and all that kind of stuff. I want to give you updates on what they're planning on doing and what they are actually doing, as well as any rumors, and clear that up out of the way. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to drop on a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Just so you guys know, we are going live whenever we can get through the queue. The queues are a lot less now. So for the most part, as long as we're in the game, we're gonna be live, just because this game is fantastic and I do love playing this game. So I'm just excited to bring you guys all the news, as well as bring you guys all the content from New World. Well, let's jump right in and let's go over a couple of updates over the last few days since launch, and why this may have happened and how we can prevent it as well in the future. So on the 28th, which is I think right at 24 hours of when the game was launched, they announced this, which is pretty much just all regions went live. The last 24 hours has been incredible. The queues were up to like 25k, and this is basically because they had like 300,000 is the number I saw purchases in the very last part of the week before launch. So having almost a third of a million people buy the game at once and prepare for launch was unseen. They did not expect that much because they did have another game that came out recently that just completely flunked. And even though this game was super hyped, they were still, I think a couple of the executives kind of wrote it off. So it is unfortunate that, however, they will get it back on track. They have added up to, I think, 28 servers alone on NA East. They've added like 15 or 20 in Australia, and then like 15 or 20 in the EU as well. So they are adding a ton new worlds, as well as they will be leveling up the caps, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So this is the next announcement we got, which was done on the 30th, 2 days after release. So it's been an incredible week of growth to the New World community, not only just people wise, but the community is great in game as well. And pretty much what the first part of this says is that over 1 million people logged in first day. So if you take all the servers are about 1 to 2k cap servers, if you take 1 million people and divide that above the servers, it didn't matter if everyone equaled out equally along the servers, it was still going to be huge queues. This is because in the betas, when they had 18,000 people on a server, if you went to like Captain Henry, the dock was literally shoulder to shoulder from corner to corner, and you could not move. Like, everyone's sitting there ready for Captain Henry, and they didn't want this. 2,000 people, I think, is like the perfect size. If we have to go to 2,500 or even 3,000, I think if people disperse enough through the map, it won't be that bad. I honestly think 500 would be perfect because we're sitting in a 1,000-person queue. I think if we get rid of the 500 or add another 500, that queue would roll over quick enough where people would be less hesitant to be a little upset about it. So pretty much this middle part here is just saying that since launch, they've doubled their server size. They are looking into ability to support a higher population cap. Again, they don't want to flood certain missions and stuff like that. They want to make sure everyone has the equal opportunity to play and get the great experience that this game allows. So they don't want to swamp the map like they did in betas. Beta was just stress testing, so please be patient with them. They are working endless hours right now. I've talked to a few people, and they are just, it's nonstop working, trying to get this all fixed. Pretty much the last part of this is pretty much like, if you want to get in quickly and create a character and at least play, choose a server that is low population or has 0 wait time. There are a few, however, since launch, a lot of people just wanted to hop on a few servers. I think this is mainly probably due to all the streamers wanting to play on certain servers, because if you have an active like 100 viewership and you want to hop on a server, you're going to have a huge influence on that server, even though it's only 100 people a day. You probably have anywhere between 10 and 100,000 followers. I do think that this is probably going to be a little up as far as cap, as well as when we get new areas, I'm sure cap will go up as well, because again, people are going to disperse throughout the map. They also talk about this. They are looking into a ability to transfer your character between servers. So this is going to be a popular thing here. That is looking to be put into next week. We don't know how long it's going to be, what the procedure is going to be, or anything like that. We just know that this is going to be an option so that people can move their characters from server to server. However, they are going to stop allowing people to jump on to full servers, so just keep that in mind. So the last updates kind of message is pretty much like, so the last message that we have here, which was just posted yesterday, was pretty much due to the incredible demand of New World, they essentially just had to keep implementing servers and systems, um, and stuff like that to stop players from jumping onto like the big servers like Cetera or Eden or Olympus or Valhalla, those servers that are huge and have huge queue times. They want to limit that so that less people are able to jump on there, and so that people will disperse throughout all the servers so that there's less of a queue time. And pretty much just says whenever a server is full, the server will be grayed out. That way you can't choose that server to be on. Now, does this mean later on when the server population drops down by X, can you hop on it? Probably yes. I would assume that if you cannot create your character on that, some companies are going to move servers just so they can keep the company together, which will allow other people to come onto the server. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to transfer your character. Don't try one and done. Try it a few times just to make sure that people can, that a spot may not open up and then you can hop in. So at this time, they have put 28 worlds into full status, so you cannot choose that server, as well as pretty much saying thank you for your patience and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty much what these are. I'll go ahead and link all of the Twitters, or their Twitter at least, down below as well, so you can go ahead and check out the post as well. So the last part of this is pretty much the tackling the issue of auto or AFKing and stuff like that. There are people reporting this, and New World is giving out 24-hour bans for if you are reported. I think it's like 5 times, and then your account goes through like a bot some sort, and in the last like hour, if you've moved X amount of hours with not moving X amount of feet within the world, it bans you for 24 hours. So it's not an automatic ban. You don't just get reported and then banned. It's don't AFK. If you have 500 people, which is probably around the amount that I expect to be AFKing running into walls. Like if you go into the inn and Everfall and go upstairs, it is just countless people running into corners. So pretty much don't do this, because the 500 people that are sitting there AFKing in the inn from a 1,000 person queue, if you stop AFKing, you're going to roll the queue over quick enough where it's not going to matter. If you're AFKing for 6, 7, 8 hours a day, you're taking that time away from somebody else because of a 3 or 4 hour wait at this point. What I have been doing, what a lot of my companies have been doing, is if you have plans to play, start the queue early and then go out, do your plans, and then come back and play your game. Don't sit there and AFK for 8 or 9 hours, because I know there are people who probably have never left the server, who have probably literally just sat there and AFK'd and macroed to not allow this. There are companies kind of policing this. They are going around and just mass reporting this so that they can get this out, because otherwise, again, those 500 people are taking spots from people that are actively looking to play. If you're sitting there for 2 hours AFKing, you're taking that time away from someone else to play. So guys, be respectful. Just make sure that you are only AFKing if you're going to be out like just longer than the AFK time. Don't AFK for hours and hours and hours on end, because you're taking that time away from somebody else, and you will get a 24-hour ban. So please don't do this. Just be respectful of the other players that want to play, because you're just taking time away from them just to be selfish so you can play the next time you hop on in 10, 12 hours. Be respectful, guys. Don't AFK, because I wouldn't doubt if we see something in the next 24 and 48 hours that ramps up this and that will ban people for even longer, or even more consistently for like macroing and stuff like that. So guys, I hope this kind of informs you what's going on with the servers. Again, they had 300,000 people buy in at the last second. They could not expect this to go well. If you have 300,000 people buy the game the last minute, your servers just, you're not gonna be able to put servers out quick enough. And they did do a lot of servers after that purchase. However, it still takes time to make the other servers, as well as increasing the caps on all of them. I would expect to see a update probably by Monday or Tuesday at the absolute latest. Honestly, I don't think it's going to take till Wednesday or Thursday. I think the Monday or Tuesday we're going to see an update where caps go up by 500 at least, and then probably another 20 or 30 servers are put in on each region. So guys, spread out, grab your companies, transfer when that comes up so that we can disperse everybody, so queues are a lot less for everyone in the world. But thank you guys, have a great day. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you guys, have a great day. Goodbye. Deuces, y'all.